Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and for today's live video, this is actually my first live video here on YouTube. I am going to show you my makeup collection. So it's been a year since I first started liking makeup, and since it's been a year also since I've started buying makeup. So I just want to show you guys my makeup collection. I have quite a few that I've acquired over the last 11 turning 12 months. And so um, join me as I show you these makeup products that I bought. We'll start off with the lipstick. This is my lipstick collection. I mean, it's not a lot actually, because this lipstick is actually the lipstick collection that I have, they are pretty much the shades that I like. I mean, normally if I buy makeup or if I buy lipstick, I'm sure that I like the shade and I like the look. I personally love matte liquid lipsticks. That's why I got a bunch of them here. I have ColourPop lipstick. I have 5 of them. Actually, it's 6, but the other one is on that side. And I also have a NYX lingerie. I have liquid catsuit from Wet n Wild. I also have Matte Me from Slick Makeup, and I have LA Colors liquid color collection, and obviously I'm the one of my favorite Kylie Cosmetics liquid lipsticks, and I also have my Ofra from BoxyCharm. So most liquid lipsticks that I have are in the mauve and nude shades. If you can see, I don't have red shades because I don't find that red shade suits me well, so I leave red alone and I'm focused on the mauve shades. And here, these are my regular lipstick. I think this is a lip lacquer from Pure, or Pure, however you pronounce it. I also have a matte lipstick from Broadway Cosmetics, and I have this all-in-one from LA Colors. This is the lipstick, blush, and eyeshadow, and then lip lacquer from Broadway Cosmetics. I have Real Her liquid lipstick, Too Faced, and the LA Colors matte liquid lipsticks, Tarte Lippy Lingerie, and I have 2 MAC Cosmetics lipstick, which I don't use. I'm not a fan of this type of lipsticks. I'm more on the liquid lipstick. I actually gave away a lot of my lipsticks, especially the ones that, or the shades that I don't really touch or don't like, because I have this shades that I use, and those are the mauve shades, and that's it. In here I have obviously my lip pencil. Most of them are from Kylie Cosmetics, because Kylie Cosmetics is actually one of the first makeup that I bought last year. I really love how they smell. So yeah, and I have some of the eyeshadow, shimmer eyeshadow here. Brow pomade. This is from Kylie, from NYX, from Bobbi Brown. I don't use that much. And I have the Becca. Is this? Oh, this is their illuminator. Kind of like a highlighter. And that's about it on this side. So it's not a lot. Those are the lipsticks that I use and shades that I really like. And then moving on to here, these are the ones for the eyes. obviously I have the Alex drawer, the small one that has 5 drawers. First drawer, there's nothing much in it, just, you know, stuff. And the brushes I don't use, I put it here. And here you can see I have separate, or like I divided my makeup using this one I bought from Walmart, this plastic organizer. So I put my curl lash here, eyelashes which I don't use. This side is my brow stuff. You can see there's the brow cal, and then LA Colors, and then Anastasia. Yeah, that's it. And then I have a few eyeliners which I barely touch. The ones that I touch, oh, like, you know, it's just this Marc Jacobs. And I have liquid eyeliners, but you know I'm not a fan of liquid eyeliners, so I barely touch them. I like this Kat Von D tattoo liner. This is one of my favorite liquid eyeliner, but then again, I don't use liquid eyeliner that much. I also have Too Faced and Kylie Cosmetics. I think this is their eyeliner. And you know, like, oh, this is so this is a local brand. I got, like, geez, it's been like with me since forever. I bought this way back when I was in PH, and I still have it. It's crazy. I don't use it that much though. And this is also one of my favorite Japanese eyeliner. And I have Revlon, yeah, the Color Stay eyeliner. I'm not so much of a fan of eyeliners, but I do use them once in a while. I also have the e.l.f. Pearl White eyeliner. Right, moving on is the mascara. As you can see, I got the new mascara from Lancome. Their Monsieur. This one I got it from hubby's birthday. Like, Walter sent an email and then we got this one. And on this side I have the Wonder Brow. I should be here. You know what, this Wonder Brow, I actually like use it once and then I never touch it again, just because I don't know, I just felt like it's really weird. And I also have my favorite L'Oreal Voluminous Primer. I have this eyeshadow primer, Essence Cosmetics, Brow Precise mascara or eyelash mascara. And then these are all my mascaras. It's not a lot because most of them, I think they're old. I might need to throw them away because I don't use mascara. So this is the LA Colors Bold Lash. I have two Essence mascara, the Lash Princess volumizing volume mascara, and I have the Lash Effect, False Lash Effect. And then I also have Wet n Wild, their e.l.f. Mineral Infused. This is actually one of the first mascaras I owned. I could probably throw this away because it's gonna be a year. I have the Roller Lash mascara from Benefit. I like this one a lot. And then the Dior Show mascara. And then I got the Risk Beauty mascara. I got this from TJ Maxx. It's also a good one. And the Colossal Effect from Maybelline. And everyone's favorite Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. And I got the Ulta Plush Drama mascara. This is one of my first mascaras. And I also got the Tarte Lights Camera lashes. That's it. That's it for my lashes. Yeah. So this is This drawer is kind of like for the eyes. Next is my eyeshadow palette. I gotta be honest with you guys, I don't use eyeshadows that much. So for example, this is my Jeffree Star Androgyny palette. This palette I've only used maybe 2-3 times tops. As you can see, it's not yet, you know, it's still pretty much new. I don't really dig into my eyeshadows that much. So I'm like, okay. If there is any eyeshadow palette that I really use, is this one. And this is my very, like, one of the first eyeshadow palettes I've owned. This is the Lorac Unzipped palette. What I like about this, it's, of course, I'm a fan of neutral colors. As you can see, yeah, it's used many times. So this is one of my favorite. I mean, yeah, when I started. Also, I got the Carity Matte eyeshadow palette. Also not touched. I touched it probably once and I never touched it again. And I also got Anastasia Modern Renaissance palette. I probably touched 2 shades, and then the rest are kind of new. I haven't touched them, but this is one of the I like the shades of this palette. And I also got Too Faced, the Semi-Sweet Chocolate palette, and the Sweet Peach palette, which I think I just used once and never touched. Then I got also, this is one of my first palette, because I've heard so much about this Naked palette, so I bought this too. I got the Naked Smoky palette. I'm using my other hands for the phone, so I can't really. So yeah, I've used it a couple of times too because I like the neutral shades in this palette. And for the Naked 2 palette, you can still see that I still got the sticker on the mirror. It's relatively new, but it's been a year, almost a year already. So yeah. And also I got another Anastasia palette. This is their Self-Made palette. This one I used before because before I got those palettes, this is one of the palettes that I've been touching. I like the shades in this palette. It's so colorful. So that's the pile for that. Let's go on this side. I got the Juvia Nubian 2 palette, which I like, but you know, I don't really touch dark and bright shades for palettes, so but I like that. And I also have the Morphe Copper Spice palette, which I've used once. It's rather new. I just bought this months ago, like I think a month ago. And I also got the Morphe 350 palette. This one, I barely touched this palette. That's the reason why I didn't get the Jaclyn Hill palette, is because I still have this Morphe palette and I haven't touched this palette for a long time. But I like the shades. I'm into warm, neutral shades. I like those type of shades. And on this side is the Bare Minerals powder eyeshadow. So they are really nice. This was a gift from Sophia, so I haven't touched that as well. I still have a lot of things to be touched. Alright, on this one, this is the small palette. I got the Real Her Be Your Own Kind of Beauty palette I got from BoxyCharm. June BoxyCharm. I got this palette. I don't know if I've showed it to you guys, but that's how it looks like. More of you know, like neutral shade, just like the Copper Spice palette. And I also have the Naked Cosmetics. I got this from BoxyCharm as well. Let me try to open this one. Ah, ow, oh, look what happened. I just poked it. So this is the Naked Cosmetic eyeshadow palette. Poor thing. Whew. That's a lot of shade. Okay. And then I also have my e.l.f. Cosmetics. These are all shimmer shades. That's why I barely touch this palette. Oh my god. Yeah, that's how it looks like. It is actually baked eyeshadow. So I don't know. I like the shimmer shades of this palette, but you know, when you use baked products like baked blush and especially e.l.f. products, you kind of have to like dig in to that center, like on the center, to, you know, create, I don't know, something like scratch it so that you can get the shade for this palette or for a specific product. And also the eyeshadow, this is one of my first ever eyeshadow that I've owned. This is the bronze palette. I got this when it was first released. I like the shade, but nothing spectacular. And yeah, never touched it, probably because I've got a lot. And I got the Too Faced and the Kat Von D Better Together palette, the one I got at Sephora. It's actually, you can, it has a magnet, so you can like, I don't use it, babes. Everything I haven't used, I haven't touched. So yeah, those are my eyeshadow palette. I keep on looking for more eyeshadow, but every time I ask my husband to buy me some, he would say, you know, he would say, you still have a lot and you haven't touched them. Why are you still buying? So I stopped buying eyeshadow palette for now. I'll probably get back, like, you know, I want to touch more of these, because this, for example, my Sweet Peach palette, look at that. It's still new. Oh my, why I keep on poking my eyeshadows. So look, it's still new. I haven't touched it. Look, I barely touched the shade. So yeah, shh, keep quiet. I don't want my husband to know. So that's my eyeshadows. All right, this one is just my hair stuff. So we'll go over here, starting from the top of this Alex drawer, the tall drawer. On top, these are the makeups that I haven't used and will probably be, I'm collecting all of these because I'm going to include this in my giveaways. So, you know, there's a bunch of them. I'm a fan of the Smashbox, so I have spare, but that's it. Oh, this one is just Kylie lipsticks here. I still have some from last year. And oh, I don't like dirt on my drawer. Okay, so these are my blushes and my highlighters. We'll see. So these are my blushes. I don't have a lot of blushes and I don't have a lot of highlighters, as you can see. They're all in the same drawer, only because I really don't use them a lot. I don't know why, but I have the Kat Von D, the e.l.f., the Broadway Powder Cheek Palette Kit. I have the Milani Baked Blush. I like this. I got 3 of them. Milani blush. And I also got the Buxom palette I got from TJ Maxx. This is really cool because I like the shades of this blush. But I like this shade. This one, yeah, that's my favorite shade. And I also got the Tarte blush, and I don't use it that much, only because of the shades, because this shade is cool undertone, and I'm not a fan of this type of pink blush. And I have MAC. This is my favorite. This is one of my first ever MAC blush. I don't have any. This is the only one in my blush pile, and I'm loving it. As you can see, I'm using it a lot. And also, this is one of my favorite blush, the Ombre blush. I actually like the look of this one. So that's my blush collection. Not a lot. It's really very, very few. And then these are my highlighters. I think so. It's for 3 years. I don't know if I can finish it like for 3 years. It's a lot, and I barely use them. Like, I only tap one, and then that's it. So these are my highlighters. I got the Ofra. This one I got from BoxyCharm. I never bought this like on regular price. It's part of my BoxyCharm box, so I'm glad. I don't have to pay for a lot. This one is my Mega Glow highlighting powder. That's the only highlighting powder I have from Wet n Wild. I don't have any more shade. This is in the shade Crown of My Canopy, only because when I bought this at Walmart, it's the only shade they have. So there you go. And I have the Wet n Wild, what's that? Marigold Brown. It's a round highlighter stick. And I also have e.l.f. bronzer. This one I like, one of my first bronzers. And this one too, Physicians Formula. I like this highlighter a lot. This is very pigmented. And again, Milani highlighter or bronzing powder. Marc Jacobs. I got this from Influencer for free. And then Tarte, which I never use. I bought this because of some free stuff going on, like, you know, like free for gift something from Ulta, but I didn't use it. So it still has the plastic in here. I'll probably include this in my giveaway, so I'll put it over in that pile. And then this is the Artist Couture highlighter I got. This is the Diamond Glow powder I got from BoxyCharm. These are my bronzers, Physicians Formula. This is very old. I've been using this since last year. This is a Wet n Wild Color Icon bronzer. And I also have Hard Candy, which is old as well, as you can see. And Essence matte bronzing powder. Yeah, it's very old. That's why the label is already gone. And this is my favorite bronzing face powder, NYC. That's it. The bronzing powder, highlighter, and blush, blah blah blah. Moving on to my concealers and my powders. For my concealer, this is the concealer palette I got from BoxyCharm. I never bought this. It's included in the box I purchased. I mean, included in the box from BoxyCharm. I haven't touched this. And these are my concealers. This is my favorite concealer, my Holy Grail concealer. I know a lot of people like Tarte, but I don't know if I just didn't get the right shade, but I don't like this Tarte. It's because it's so thick and I'm really having a hard time blending it. So this is my Holy Grail, the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer, and I'm in the shade Honey Light 3. So I have the Tarte one. I also have the Maybelline Fit Me. This one I like too. And obviously it's been used a lot because my daughter likes it a lot. And also I got the e.l.f. This is one of my first concealers, e.l.f. Because the very first brand of makeup that I bought is the e.l.f. Cosmetics, because they're cheap and very affordable. But the quality is really cool, especially their foundation. I like this concealer as well. And what else? I got e.l.f. eyelid primer and Wet n Wild concealer I barely used. This one I used once. This is the Broadway Camouflaging Concealer. and the NYX HD concealer. This is one of my favorite too. One of the old, like my old makeup. The Age Rewind Eraser. I like it. And also this one, I don't think it still has some. Thanks, babe. I don't know how to share to Facebook, but yeah, thank you. So this is one of the very first concealer I own, and they said that this concealer is really cool, and I agree to that. I love this concealer, LA Girl Pro Conceal. I also have the Becca priming filter. I don't know, not using this that much, but yeah. And the e.l.f. concealer, under eye concealer, and highlighter. So yeah, that's pretty much my concealer. I know I felt like I have a lot because I only use 2-3 of them for the most part, but I guess when you acquire a lot of things and then you just forget to use or not really grabbing and touching some of other makeups that you have. The reason being, I'm doing this makeup collection is because we're actually moving, so I am packing this makeups soon, so might as well show it to you guys before I do that. So for the powder, okay, the reason why I only have a few powders is because every time I want to buy makeup, I want to make sure that I'm getting the right one, or I'm getting a good one. So I base it off of reviews, and you know, like when I buy at Ulta, I check reviews, I check how many people bought it and how many people liked it. So first ever makeup, or first ever powder I own is the Benai banana powder. Oh my god, there's a lot of this Benai at like online that are fake. I mean, for real. But I got this from a seller, which is a legit seller, and yeah, it's almost half. That's my very first. That's banana powder. The reason why I learned, or I knew about this, is because I've been watching Ann Klutz. If you know her, she's actually a Filipina YouTuber, and she likes this Benai banana powder, and because we have, I think, the same complexion and same type of skin, or hers is a little oily, but I have oily skin too. But yeah, I got this because of her. I like that powder. I think Kim Kardashian is using that. Secondly, I bought this Maybelline Fit Me matte poreless powder, and it's really nice. I like using it. And also I bought the Laura Mercier translucent powder because everybody likes this powder. This is their holy grail. And yeah, they're right. It did not disappoint. I so love that. That's my favorite. I also have the Makeup Forever high definition pressed powder, which I used, I think, a couple of times, but not touching it anymore. And I also have the NYX HD finishing powder. I got the banana shade. And this one I've heard because a lot of my Facebook friends and other YouTubers, they use this. I like the smell of this one, but this is actually affordable, but I still prefer my Laura Mercier, though it does a great job as well with this Airspun, but I just prefer my Laura Mercier. So I'm taking it slow so I don't have to buy again, because this is freaking expensive for a powder. And also I got my Tarte Amazonian clay finishing powder that I think I never used. I haven't used yet, but yeah. So that's it. That's my concealer and my powder. Moving on is my contour. Obviously, you see my Anastasia cream contour. This is the only Anastasia contour palette I have. I don't have any of the highlighters. I don't have any of their lipstick. I have two, but I gave it to my sister, I think, and then I have one for giveaway. I haven't bought any Anastasia you know, stuff except the Brow Wiz. So I'm looking forward to buying Anastasia. This is actually a palette. I think it's a contour palette that my daughter used when she started using makeup. That's the very first makeup she had, and she just put it here, but I don't use it. It's gaga. And I have the Ish contour palette as well. It's in medium shade. That's how it looks like. It has blush as well and highlighter, which is pretty cool. And I also have the BH Cosmetics cream and contour and blush palette. I just don't know if I can use these two shades for blush because I don't like the peachy shade for blush. So I barely use this as well, but this is one of my first. Yeah, I don't like it. It's not pigmented, so I just use it. This is my very first contour and blush, and I never used it again. I bought this, I think, at TJ Maxx. I never use it again. It's just, you know, it looks really nice and I like the packaging, but you know. So, and then this is the one I got from IBY. This is from BoxyCharm, Inspired by You highlight and contour palette. As you can see, I haven't used them. I haven't touched them, but I just put it here so I will remember. This is the e.l.f. contour palette. I like this contour palette a lot. I like their blush palette. I like their contour palette. I love e.l.f. Cosmetics. They're very affordable and yet they have good quality. And this is the LA Colors contour stick, which I bought at Dollar General. They're pretty cool. This one I bought at Amazon. This is the Estetica contour cream contour. They said this is a dupe for Anastasia Beverly Hills, so I bought it. Obviously I liked it, but I can't really say it's a dupe because there are shades that are really not, you know, so much. But if you look at it, it could be, but I still like my Anastasia. And also one more concealer palette, color correcting. I bought this at TJ Maxx. This is Bella Pierre. It's so dirty because my daughter keeps on using this one. That's it. That's different color. I have yet to try this because I don't know how to use colorful concealers. I know there's something about like when you cover acne and stuff like that. Maybe I'll try it if I have something like during my, you know, menstrual cycle that I have acne. I'll probably try that just to see. So yeah, that's my contour palette. I don't have the Kat Von D. I want to try that Kat Von D shade light contour palette because it's very famous, but then again it's kind of expensive and I'm like, oh okay, I don't do contouring that much. But yeah, next is well, I haven't cooked yet because we still have pizza in the fridge. This is my foundations and hi Shy. This is my foundation and my primers. So let's start with primers first. This is my first time trying YouTube Live. I don't know, I'm just lazy to upload and edit. So, and it's just a makeup collection anyway, so it's just more talking. So this is my Nivea cream. This is my favorite facial cream before when I haven't discovered Origins, you know, and all those other beauty products. This is the one I've been using for years. I'm a fan of Nivea. And I have my Smashbox primer. And then I have my Angel Veil primer. I think I only have 3 primers. Oh, I have the Rimmel Stay Matte primer, but I just don't like this one. This is not my favorite. Yeah, it's not as good as Smashbox and Angel Veil. I also have the e.l.f. Hydrating Face Primer. This is the very first primer I've used from e.l.f. and they work really good for what it is because I think it's just $3. And I have also the City Color Collection Primer Spray. I bought this at TJ Maxx. And it has all setting spray as well. another tone adjusting face primer. So I haven't used those really because I'm more into this too for the primer. And I also have a moisturizer. This is a tinted moisturizer, and I use it as sometimes foundation because it has color. So if you put this, you don't have to put foundation, or you just put some powder foundation and you'll be good to go. This is very cool. I really like this one. And here are my foundations. Not a lot. Yeah. I still yet to get Estee Lauder. I'm still thinking if I'm gonna get Estee Lauder or NARS. I've been, thinking of which is which because I can buy two. That's freaking expensive for me to buy two. And so these are my foundation. The very first foundation I've owned is this one. Look at the shade. It's so funny, right? Because I didn't know yet when I bought e.l.f. Cosmetics. I'm really not sure about my shade, so I got the caramel shade, which is so dark. It's really dark for me, but my daughter used this, so it's gonna be done as soon as soon. It's gonna be empty. And I got the Stila Illuminating Liquid Foundation. I bought a TJ Maxx, but I don't like the smell of this one. It smells so like chemical. I don't like the smell. And I haven't used this. So I don't know, I'll probably just gonna give it away or whatever. I got the shade 40 watts. I don't know, but it's a little bit of a medium beige shade. And also I got the Milani Conceal and Perfect 2-in-1 foundation plus concealer, which I love. This is one of the very first foundation I've owned. I like it because you don't have to put concealer, and I like the coverage. I'm in the natural shade 02. I also got the Revlon Photo Ready Airbrush Effect foundation. What shade is this one? Not sure. This is in the shade Nude. So yeah, my daughter used this because what I don't like about this foundation is it oxidizes like crazy oxidizes, and my look will, like, it's just gonna get messy, and it will turn into really dark, and I just don't like that. So yeah, my daughter used that. And the Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundation I love. I got the golden beige one. I'm yellow undertone, so most of my foundations are in warm beige shades because I'm yellow undertone. And this is my Maybelline Matte Poreless Fit Me foundation. This is in the shade what's the shade? Can't find the shade. What shade? Natural beige. I like this foundation as well. I don't buy high-end foundation just because I don't use foundation that much. I literally use it during reviews. I honestly don't use foundation. I remove it immediately. I'll keep my eye makeup, my eyebrows, but my foundation, I'll remove it right away. So this is, Maybelline Fit Me, and I also got the NYX Total Control Drop Foundation, and this is in the shade True Beige. See, everything is beige, something like that. So, and this is the CoverGirl Vitalist, the most recent foundation I bought. It's in buff beige. I like this one a lot because of the coverage. And this one, L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte, and this is in the shade, I think it's caramel beige. This one is too dark for me. This is one of my first foundations that I didn't quite knew what shade I am before. So yeah, I got the caramel beige, which is alright, but it's dark, like dark for me. But this one is really nice. I've heard so much good reviews to this. That's why I bought it. but never used it again. I think my daughter's using that. And then I also got the MAC Studio Fix Fluid SPF 15 Spectrum, and I'm in NC20 shade. This one I like because when I use this foundation, I feel like, you know, like showbiz personality, because the look of the makeup is just flawless and gorgeous. I like it. And I also have the Becca Cosmetics, I think this is their Aqua Luminous foundation. This is one of the first foundations I got. So since I got dark shades, I'm like, okay, let me go to a fair one. So I got the fair shade, which is technically okay, but it's light. It's kind of light, a little bit light to me. So what I do is just mix this one with e.l.f. or with L'Oreal, but it's really cool. I like this foundation, but this foundation is not applicable if you have dry skin, because it will make your face patchy. I also got the Hard Candy Camouflage foundation. I don't like this one because obviously it has pink undertone. I just got this one for my daughter, but she doesn't like it, so nobody's using it again. Like, it's just there. And I got the NYX Stay Matte But Not Flat Liquid Foundation, and I'm in the shade Nude Daphne. I don't like this that much, but I still use it though. I think it oxidizes as well, so I don't like foundations that oxidize. I just not a fan. So I have BB cream from L'Oreal, but I don't use BB cream that much. It's anti-fatigue, so pretty cool. And I also have Maybelline Fit Me. This is their foundation stick, and I'm in Buff Beige shade. And last but not the least, I got this Bare Minerals foundation. This is in medium beige shade. This is one of the powder foundation. This is the one I used on my recent FB live video. So yeah, as you notice, I have beige, or you know, kind of beige, medium beige, nude beige, buff beige. I'm in that shade because I have yellow undertone. So that's pretty much my foundation I have there. Not a lot, and they're almost drugstore because I want to try it first, and only because I feel like my viewers or people that will watch me will not gonna be interested in foundations that are real expensive. Especially, it's not, I mean, you know, I know a lot of people like to try new stuff, but they will actually look on prices as well. So if the price is like more than 40 for foundation, that's a little bit too much. So I stick with the drugstores, but I also have MAC. I tried it and it works perfectly. I like it. So I'm gonna try probably Estee Lauder or NARS. So that's it, I think. And I also have my makeup removers here. Not a lot. Just have the cleansing wipes, Neutrogena eye makeup remover, and I have oil or eye makeup remover, oil free, for waterproof mascara as well. I have the Urban Decay Meltdown makeup remover, which is just a sample, but it still has some there. I have the MAC Prep and Prime, which I like, and the Garnier Skin Active cleansing water. I actually got two. So I got the pink one, which is the all-in-one. This is for all skin types. This one is for waterproof, so if you're using waterproof and stuff like that, you can use that. And I also have this for my lips, especially if I'm you know, like doing lip swatches. This is very helpful, so I use this to kind of help remove the lipstick. I also have my makeup brush here. I got the Sephora one, and I just finished my Sonia Kashuk one, which I like. I bought this at Target, so I am looking forward to get more of this because I like this one than the Sephora one, only because Sonia Kashuk makeup brush cleaner is more foamy. Like you can feel that you're really cleaning it, as opposed to just, you know, not seeing any bubbles or something like that. So that's pretty much my makeup collection. As you can see, I just cleaned my brushes and they're out there. So yeah, on this side there's nothing much, just my personal stuff. So that's it. That's pretty much my makeup collection. That's all the makeup I've acquired for the last 12 months, 11 months or so. And yes, I'm looking forward for more. Hopefully. And I want to try some of the brands that, you know, you guys are suggesting, and some of the brands that I've seen people using, and I'd love to try them and let you guys know what are my thoughts. So thank you guys for watching. To all people who watched this video, thank you so much, and I'll see you all on my next and upcoming videos. Bye.